All right, before we get started, please like, share, follow, subscribe. Don't Be Sorry, Be Better podcast, episode 9. We got Ronnell, we got Theo in the house.
What's up, guys?
What's up, fellas?
What's happening?
So, it's been what? What did we miss? Did we miss last week or did we do last week?
No, we recorded early last week and late this week.
I feel like, didn't we record on the weekend last week? I feel like it's been like a week.
No, we recorded super early last week.
Yeah.
And then we recording super late this week. So we recorded every week, but it's just like a 12-day period that we didn't
know why,
record.
but it feels like so much has happened since the last time we recorded. It feels like it's been a long time.
A lot of things.
So many things.
So many things.
Let's dive into the first thing, guys.
So many activities.
This episode is sponsored by Flower of Life CBD. If you need to relax, recharge, or feel your best, they've got you covered with premium organic CBD products. And just for our listeners, you get 20% off. Use promo code BeBetter20 at folcbd.com. That's BeBetter20 for 20% off, because better is what we do. Now back to the episode.
How's your love life been? Your new.
So with this newfound, debt-free
wealth
experience, I've
with your newfound whiteness.
Yeah.
How's dating?
I've decided to make an effort into like dating, and I feel like over the last couple of years I've kind of avoided dating, although I've been in some situationships. I've tried to like not really do anything serious, and now I'm kind of like leaning towards like, maybe I want to like meet somebody, and like, as this will be dropped on my birthday.
It's almost your birthday.
Yeah. And it's a big birthday. And
you're having a midlife crisis, are you? You want some kids?
That's not that you're having a midlife crisis.
You're 39 already?
Yeah, I'm going to be 40.
I thought you were turning 30. I thought you were turning 39.
No, Theo just turned 39.
I just turned 39.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be 40 by the time this episode drops.
So you got to get that prostate exam.
So with that, whatever. With that, I've been like, let's deliberately date, right? Let's date with intention. Like
we're not kids anymore.
That's what like the gay white girls say. I'm dating with intention.
Dating with intention, right?
2 margaritas later.
Unfortunately, I find myself on these terrible dating app, right? And I meet this girl, and we won't get into who she is or what she's respectable, has a respectable job, 35, never married, no kids.
That's a red flag. It's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
It's a red flag for me. I'm sorry.
So we have a little bit of banter. It seems pretty good. We're like, talk not every day, every couple days, whatever. And then it was just like, hey, like, would you want to meet up? And it was like, yeah, let's do it.
Granted, she's in Manhattan.
No, she's up
in the up you. Okay, up there. All right, cool.
Yeah. She's near the elevated trap house.
Okay, convenient.
Yeah,
super convenient. Yeah, nice.
So I'm like, yeah, all right. So we plan a date Thursday. She picks the place because I don't know anything up here. Like I literally know nothing. I'm like Googling stuff. I'm like, oh, is this place good? She's like, people get killed there. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. Great.
Yeah, because it's a little sketchy up in the Newburgh area. It's a little rough up there.
Yeah. Those areas that are,
it's no joke.
Very close.
Not the sticks.
To me are questionable. So she picks the place. All right. I show up 10 minutes early, like I do, because I'm just like
a gentleman.
Early. She's late. I order water. I'm sitting at the bar. Listen, I walk into this place. It's a very nice place. It's like a distillery, right? But I walk in and they're having drag show bingo.
It's kind of fun.
Sure. But is that really
Fire Island?
Is that really the setting you want to get to know somebody?
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't want to go to a craft distillery. I'll go to like Fire Island and watch a drag show. I'm not going to go to like a craft distillery in the Hudson Valley. That actually sounds kind of lame, but all right, continue.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So it's in a different room. So I walk to the bar. I'm sitting at the bar having a glass of water while I wait. I finish my water. My glass is just sitting there. She comes in like a freight train, like oh my God, whatever. Just like million miles a minute talking, gives me a hug, goes, I'll have a Manhattan before she even sits down to the bartender. She's like, I got to catch up to him. And I was like, oh, that's actually just
I've been
water. I
drinking.
was waiting for you. She's like, oh, you waited for me? So sweet. I'm like, all right. So that part seemed fine, right? So she slams this Manhattan. I'm like, okay,
Nice.
that's what we're doing. Orders another. I'm like, all right. I had a glass of what do I have? I think I had a Moscow Mule because I was so.
Okay.
I don't even like those. I'm just like perplexed by the situation. It's a first date, whatever. Seems to be going well. There's a couple things that like raise a red flag. She's like telling me like a little too much, So I'm like, all right, fine.
Like what?
Just
a little
like,
too much what?
Just like two things that don't like, I don't know, like oversharing.
Not first date things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, fine.
Which is a respectable thing to think.
So the drag show bingo lets out, and now they all come to the bar, and they're like, "Oh, you want to go on a tour?" I'm like, "Listen, lady, leave me alone.
Listen, bro.
Yeah,
put your cock away."
So as that's going on, she proceeds to order shots. I'm like, "Oh, okay, we're doing shots now." So
how old is she?
35. So I'm like, all right, we're doing shots now. Not a big deal. Everything to this point has been fine, right? We're at this one place. She's like, okay, they're starting to close up. It's like 9:30. And she's like, I could drive you home. We could go to another place. Like, it's up to you. I was like, I'm not gonna make you drive me home because you live 25 minutes in the opposite direction that I do. So like I'm 25 minutes from where we were. And
so it's gonna take her damn near like 45 minutes an hour to get home.
I'm like, oh, why would I make you drive me home? Whatever. I Ubered.
She wanted to sleep with you, Rich. What are you, dumb?
No, she
wanted to sleep with you, bro.
No.
She wanted to touch your wiener.
She wanted to touch your weenie, dude.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, yeah, let's go to another.
Wait a minute. Was she a dude?
It was a drag queen. Please tell me it was a drag queen, bro.
It was a girl.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So we go. So
to
let's go to this cool bar. They usually have like live music or something. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. Let's go to that. So we walk in. Right. We walk in. The door guy goes, "You again," to her. Never a good sign.
Really?
That's not what you want to hear.
That's not a good sign.
He's like, "What are you talking about? I haven't seen you in forever." And he's like, "You were just here last week." And she's like, "No." And he's like, "Yeah, your company party." Blah. And I was like, "Oh, this is embarrassing." And then, so then we like sit at the bar, and there's like, I'm sitting in the middle of the bar, like right behind the taps, and like there's a guy sitting next to me, and there's like two girls on the other side of her. This girl proceeds to turn her back to me and talk to these girls exclusively for the rest of the time that we interacted. Turned to me, she's just chatting with these two girls. They're proceeding to go through my Hinge profile. She's showing them my pictures. She's like, and like just kind of like,
you're here currently.
Yeah,
why are you
I'm right here
looking at the profile? I'm right here.
So I'm like, I'm better in person. She's like, ha ha ha, like turns around, like say one thing to me.
I'm talking to her.
Yeah, and then go back to them, right? So I'm like, all right. So I'm just talking to the bartender. I'm like making jokes with the bartender. It's like not a big deal. I'm like, I don't really care. I'm like, I'm never going to see this girl again. I'm like, it's fine. She's getting sloshed. Now she's on espresso martinis. She's like,
oh, dangerous.
Another round of shots. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm fine. So then,
and what do we do? What are we doing shots of with this hot mess? Paint the picture. What's she doing shots of?
Chilled vodka shots. Another red flag. Another glass.
Woof. What kind of vodka?
Just straight vodka.
What? Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Rack dealer's choice vodka.
What kind of vodka? Yes.
What kind of vodka? Yes. Kettle. Actually, I think it's the kettle.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So whatever. So she's ordering shots for the girls too, and they're going on my tab, and I'm like, I don't care. Whatever. Fine. Okay. This goes on. We're like there for an hour. Girl gets up, doesn't say a word, grabs her stuff, walks out.
Really?
Yep. I look at them. I look at her two new friends. I look at the bartender. I go, did that just happen? I'm like, did she just leave? Gone for 20 minutes. No idea where she went. I'm like, all right, was I supposed to like go out after her? I'm like, no, I'm just sitting here like minding my own business. Like,
right.
At this point, I'm like, I'm drinking a Guinness. I'm like, I don't even know what way I'm going yet. She comes back in after 20
What,
minutes.
she got a bag?
I don't know. After 20 minutes, comes back in and sits down next to me and looks at me and goes, hey, listen, I don't want to get in the way of this. So if you like want to go with like your little friends over here, pointing at the two girls, you can do that and I'll just leave.
What?
So the bartender who's staring right at me is kind of like, I look at him. And you know what? And at this point, I was like, you know what? I've been nothing but nice. But now you kind of pissed me off because like I didn't do anything wrong. Because at first I start like defending myself. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like you were talking to them. Like I didn't even talk to them. Like I'm here with you. Like it's a date. And then then in my head it just like kind of like the switch flipped. And I was like, fuck this. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I go to her. I go, hey, listen, random stranger that I don't know. This is like verbatim what I said. Those were your friends. I wasn't talking to them. I was on a date with you. And now I called an Uber and I'm going home. So nice to meet you, and I'll never speak to you again. Just like that. She gets up, storms out, and gets up, storms out, drives away, drunk.
Wow,
in
drunk, wasted.
In the town that she was telling me is, has nothing better to do but to write Dewey's.
That sounds it. Well, at least you didn't get in a car with her.
Yeah, right.
I did not. I wasn't going to. I knew I wasn't going to. That she's like slamming these shots back. So then sticks me with, a questionable, expensive bill that I don't really care about. That I paid for two random girls, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go play pool at this place. Do you want to come?" I'm like, "No,
no."
So the Uber.
You should have gone with the girl. You should have gone with the girls.
Did she know those girls, or they just happen to be talking?
They just happened to be talking. They don't know each other.
That's why you're gay, Rich. You know why you're gay?
Listen, the story's
because if that was me, I would have said, you know what? Why don't you come back to my house?
Attractive.
I got a liquor and a sober fucking roommate. Why don't you come back? Come back to the trap house.
To who?
To the two broads.
They weren't attractive. If they were attractive, don't you think it'd be like, oh, you want to come play pool with us? I'd be like, yeah, let's go play pool.
I don't mean to sound insensitive, right?
Shots. Yeah, of course I would. They weren't attractive.
I don't mean to sound insensitive, Rich,
but two nicks equal a dime, bro.
Right.
Two nicks are a dime, bro. Switch to tequila shots. Have fun with it, bro. It's upstate. It's cold out. Who cares?
So
it's cold out.
Oh, I ordered an Uber. The Uber's like 25 minutes away. I'm like, damn it. This guy sitting next to me at the bar, drinking a seltzer. He's like, hey, I drive for Uber, right? And I was like, are you working right now? He's like, no. He's like, I'll take you. He's like, you're going. And I told him where I was going. He's like, yeah, I'll take you there for like $20. I was like, all right. And then I was like, fine. I was like, I don't want to leave just yet though. I'm going to have like another drink. And like the bartender was cool and it was like a cool enough spot. So I was like, and everybody like still at the bar is like, the bartender's basically telling the story and we're all just like laughing at how absurd it is and like this like crazy girl. So we finish up there, we get in the car and the guy's like, yeah, I could take you to like the Red Rose or like the mansion or like, and I was like, all right. I was like, listen, man, I was like, I'll give you $75. I'll cash out you $75 if you just like hang out with me and then, make sure I get home safe at night. He's like,
so you go home with the dude, but you don't go home with the two girls on the bar.
You help me.
Yeah. I paid the Uber driver to take me to the mansion.
You paid a dude to hang out with you. I would have rather banged two fat chicks.
I went to the mansion.
Hold on, Rick, shut up. You're not done yet. Hold on, buddy. Hold on.
Fuck up. I went to the
you know how you know we're right? Me and Theo don't agree on most of these kind of situations. We're both in agreement right now.
I want to hear about the mansion, though. You went there. How was it? How was it?
Was it amazing? If you don't shut your fucking mouth. Shut the fuck up. Drawing conclusions, trying to call me gay. I'm not gay at all. I went to a strip club. Fucking jerk off. I just paid a guy to be my friend for the night.
You're gonna pay two chicks to be your friend.
So gay. You're gonna know two chicks for free.
It wasn't free. I paid for the drinks. What are you talking about? I didn't even talk to them. They were gross. I didn't even talk to them, and I still paid for their drinks. How's that free?
All right, stop.
Part of that is
Stop.
free.
You're making me laugh too much. All right. Tell me about the mansion with your friend. With your new friend. Tell me about the mansion with your friend.
What's your type, buddy?
How was the mansion?
So the mansion. I went to 2 strip clubs in 2 days. One in Providence, Rhode Island, and one up here.
Nice. I hear they're wild in Providence.
Providence
clubs,
is
right?
not
They go
wild.
crazy,
I'll
right?
get to the Providence one. I'll get to the Providence one.
All
right. So I go to the mansion. The guy's like, "Yeah, man, we don't allow hats." I'm like, "Well, I'm not taking it off." So too bad.
Staying on.
The guy's like, "Oh, I got to charge you to get in," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "You're gonna charge you?" I was like, I'm not paying a cover." And so I just go in, and I say at the bar, "This is one of the worst strip clubs alive."
Really?
Ever. So one, it's a Philly style club. So because
it looks nice on the outside, it looks like promising. You're like, oh, this is a little hidden gem in the Hudson Valley.
Rent a storage place. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but what strip clubs are like aesthetically pleasing from the outside? Not really. You know,
I walk in. There's like 20 people. Mm-hmm. It's set up like a Philly style strip club. So
which that's like the girls behind the stage, right?
Or the dance floor is behind the bar.
Yeah.
The problem is the dance floor is elevated behind the bar. So it's like, and it's not like slightly elevated. It's like almost second floor. The girls have to climb up these stairs to get on the stage, and it's really fucking long. There's 2 poles, and it's probably like 20 feet long.
Really?
Yes. So it's huge, and the pole's so far away.
It's like a firefighter pole.
Yes, bro. So my man here orders a steak.
your lady
your
friend.
boyfriend.
Yeah. My companion for the night.
It's called the girlfriend experience. FYI.
There's only 4 girls working.
Okay.
2 of them are absolutely disgusting. Like
like what you think they would be in that part of New York.
Probably high on meth.
Definitely.
Currently. The bartender is like a college student from the area that was like nice enough, but like, whatever. And then there's this one like seasoned girl that was like definitely like from New York City.
Yeah.
So of course, me being the strip club guy that I am, the seasoned girl loved me and wouldn't leave me alone.
Nice. She knew.
Yeah.
She knew. Oh, this guy's debt free. Looked at him. Right. He's got this weightlessness about him. He's got his weight.
I got that place for $150.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah. So basically, what I did was listen. The stage is so elevated that it's like known and socially acceptable that every guy at the bar is crumpling up dollar bills into balls
and just
throw them on stage.
Which is such bad strip club etiquette, and I hate when people do that. It's so rude.
Everybody's doing it all night. They're literally, that's how they're getting it up there. It's so high.
Why?
You can't just because you can't hold the dollar up and they can't come down and get it.
I know. Why have a stage? Is it like a ordinance thing, like a city ordinance thing up there or something? Like
I've never been to the other.
I guess that's the best. I guess that's the best way they have to keep like handsy people from touching.
Motherfuckers are fucking throwing fastballs at these poor girls,
blowing out their rotator cuffs,
and they're popping out every 20 minutes because there's only 4 girls working. It's the fucking worst experience. Some girls hey, you want to go to VIP? It's $300. I go, yeah, right. I go, $300 would be the most money you made here in a month.
You definitely get your dick sucked for $300 though, probably at that place. Oh, gross.
It should be cheaper than
gross.
At that place, it should be cheaper than that.
Well, it's $300 to get in the back,
Yeah.
I've never paid for a blowjob at a strip club, so I don't know.
Me neither.
I would never.
So yeah. So then I took an Uber home, and then That's
all right. So
the next day I went to Rhode Island for my buddy's birthday, and to meet his baby. He just had a baby. He's 3 months old. So we went out for his birthday. He met 2 of his boys. One of his both of his boys super cool. One of his boys very tapped in Providence, comes from a Italian Providence family. If you get the drift.
Yeah.
So we're like having dinner and people like coming up and like kissing him, like saying hi to him. Like we're at like this Italian place in East Greenwich, and then we went out in Providence. We went to the strip club called Foxy Ladies in Providence.
I like the name.
Yeah, metal detector to get in.
Nice.
Okay. And guy's like, no hat. He's like, I don't give a shit. He's like, you don't got to come in. He's like, you don't wear a hat. So I'm like, all right. So I take my hat off. I'm like, not a big deal. I take my hat off. I walk in. There's a motherfucker in basketball shorts and other motherfuckers in sweatpants in that bitch, but I can't wear a hat. What the fuck are we doing?
Can't wear a hat.
You can wear.
I mean, it's basketball short is not a hat, dude.
Crazy work at a strip club. That's insane work at the strip club.
Yeah, basketball shorts.
Yeah, that's bad,
bonus shorts, big time.
So this strip club is weird because the girl gets to decide her level of nudity.
Really?
So there's girls dancing that don't even take their tops off. There's a girl dancing who's like a smoke, this little Spanish girl who's like fully naked with like, listen, a beautiful vagina. Like beautiful, like
gorgeous vagina.
Yes, like it looked like it was very nice. It was very nice. And she's just out there shaking it in front of everybody, put it in everybody's face. Yeah, I was like, drinks were reasonable. Around a drink.
So it sounds like an awesome strip club.
Yeah, right.
$21.
I'm not seeing the problem here.
Good. No, it was great. It was great. No problem with that, except for the sweatpants and the basketball shorts.
Well, in defense of the door guy, you're 40 years old. The fuck you doing wearing a Yankee hat out in public?
First of all, stop going out there like
out to dinner.
Oh, you're 40. That's what? I look good.
I'd say you don't look good, but you wear a hat. Going out at night with a hat on.
But Rich, the thing is you don't need a hat though. Like,
no, I don't need a hat. What do you have a hat?
You're not an ugly guy, like you don't need the hat.
I know
he's always loved the hats. He's always loved the hats.
Same, but I mean, like it's not that big a deal.
Yeah. So that was basketball shorts at the strip club.
That would annoy me.
Yo,
but that's anytime.
The other thing I forgot to mention about the mansion. Weird smell. Like when I woke up, I got home, took my clothes off, fucking went to bed. I woke up. I had to like shower, and I couldn't get the smell of that place out of my.
What was the smell?
It was.
What was it?
Something weird. I can't even
backshot air.
What it was.
Backshot air. It was a Peduzzi.
It was. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't. It was weird. It was like like the smoke machines in a haunted house.
Yeah, the smell of the smoke.
Oh, that's what
it got sweet. It's like that sweet smell.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what they must be just cranking out the fog machine in that place.
Weird, bro.
I know exactly that smell you're talking about. Yeah.
You
think they let us record an episode from there one day? That'd be fun.
Probably
live from the main stage.
They have upstairs that has a better view of the floor than the people at the bar.
That's 300. Did you try the food?
I didn't eat the food. The guy had a steak. The steak looked good.
Yeah, you gotta try the food. I bet the food's pretty good.
Yeah,
probably.
Next time I'm up there, we'll go. We'll go for dinner.
Yeah, we'll definitely go.
Practice the throne up. So you had a nice weekend. That was nice.
Yeah, I'm on a little birthday bender.
I like that though. That's cool. Yeah. There's a lot discovering new places up by the trap house to go and hang out.
Like you met a really nice guy.
So you met a great dude. You guys can hang out again.
You never text
me. You guys hit it off. You're like, hey, bro, you wanna go get a drink?
Fucking get the fuck out of here with that. So the dating apps are not going great.
You got to try Facebook dating up there.
I matched with. I did that once. I matched with a girl all the way in freaking Baltimore, and we like hit it off. And then she's like, "Let's be
Baltimore.
Like, let's be
get shot."
Yeah, she's in a fire department in Baltimore. She's like a paid.
That's cool.
That's actually perfect.
Yeah,
because remember after the girl that.
Yeah, but we were both talking. We are like, "Oh, this is nice," and then she's like, "Let's be realistic. Like, this isn't going to work.
Baltimore's too far.
Baltimore's too far." Like, I'm in
4 hours.
She's like, "I'm in my job for another 10 years." She's like,
She's not leaving. You're not leaving.
Correct.
Thank you for your time, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Baltimore's a fun city to say. Yeah, you know what though? Let me take a weekend trip. Yeah, come to Baltimore. You go to the Inner Harbor. You go to Felts Point. Yeah. You have some good food, banging food in Baltimore, and you hang out a little this or that. Nice little 4-hour little train ride.
And I totally would have done that one time, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you should hit her up again. Hit her up again. Say, how you doing, sweetheart?
I told her in the summertime, I'm going to end up there.
You got baseball season. So you can go to an Orioles game for 37 cents. Listen, literally, you can sit behind home plate for 12 cents at an Orioles game.
I know you don't.
Literally,
it's sick. You don't think very highly of me, but you think I don't have game? Of course, I have game.
I know you got game, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's a good little trip. It's a good little trip. You can make a little thing of it. It's a good. You're a sports guy. You could make a trip up. Baltimore's fun.
On fire, by the way. I can't wait to see them on Wednesday. So excited for that.
I like that. Oh, they're talking shit to bats. They were talking shit about that bat. What's that thing with the bat?
The torpedo bat.
I say let them all take the torpedo bat and juice. Let them all juice and hit the torpedo bat.
I feel like everybody says the same thing.
They move the thickness from the bottom of the bat up to the middle of the bat.
Let him juice
here in the middle.
You know, that was the greatest era of baseball, dog.
Juice.
You know, I saw.
Listen, Aaron Judge doesn't need it. He's got 4 home runs in 3 games. He doesn't need it.
That guy's a monster, and he wasn't even using that bat, right? He wasn't swinging that.
I think he was using a standard bat.
He was on pace to hit 306 home runs.
It's crazy. That guy's a fucking animal, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's a monster.
That guy's on all the best stuff that doesn't show up hot on a drug test for like performance enhancing
genetics,
things.
Bro. He's 6'8", 265. You know what I mean?
That dude's 6'8", bro.
I'm pretty sure
that's
he's
a big dude, bro.
I'm pretty sure he's still the all-time touchdown reception leader in California high school history. He played.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what are the sports that he could have gone pro at?
So he played football and baseball in college. He had scholarships offered for basketball as well. Just a stud, bro. Just a big stud.
Yeah, dude, 6'8".
LeBron James with better coordination.
LeBron James with better coordination. I like it. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Yankee game in a couple of weeks. That'll be a good time.
Oh, on the 12th?
Yeah, I was actually looking online today to buy a jersey. You know, I've never bought a jersey. I'm almost 40 years old, adult male. I've never purchased a sports jersey.
I don't really. I'm not an adult male. I'm not with the shits when it comes to wearing jerseys. That's our sensitive friend. Loves the jerseys.
Yeah. I like the jerseys, kind of cool. I found one. Dude, I found one $69. A Mitchell and Ness Don Mattingly jersey, number 23, bro. Come on, let's go.
I have 2 custom jerseys: a New York Giants and a New York Yankees, and I have my name on the back.
I'll show you my shirt. The shirt I'm wearing is sick.
Is it a Yankee shirt? No, listen. Yeah, I got to get like some kind of gear.
Yeah,
Yankee swag or some shit. I don't know. I don't fucking care, bro.
I'm going to a Mets game in June.
Nice. I haven't been to the new Shea
I'm not a
Stadium.
Mets fan though. But I'm going with a group of people. It's more like fuck it, like let's go.
They're fun games.
Yeah.
What is that? Let me see that.
This is your brain on drugs. Nice.
Oh, that's fire, dude. I like that. Where's that? That looks like a very hip shirt.
No,
where'd you get that from?
This is a repop. Henry got me the original. Obviously, Henry gave me the shirt, and it was this guy. It was like he was starting this line, and it was this sample. And I've had it for years, and it just like started. It's a white T-shirt, so it started to get like yellow. So I had it remade with bigger font by this
sick
T-shirt shop.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah,
damn, that's cool.
Yeah,
fuck, bro, I want one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shit, you should make those and sell them. Those fucking dope. Those are sick, bro.
That does, but they're like, I don't know. They're a little bit different. They're not like as blown up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Good times. I like it. Yeah, hopefully.
So so that was my my weekend.
Nice.
And then I traveled 6.5 hours to get back from Rhode Island yesterday. I had to go into Penn Station and then take the subway to Grand Central, then wait an hour, and then take the train from Grand Central. And then I got off the train in Poughkeepsie, and I was like, Uber was like 20 minutes away, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. And I went to the Irish pub next to the train station and drank 2 pints of Guinness while I waited.
Nice. Look at you. It's a little weekend of debauchery.
A little debauchery.
And alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
it's very nice.
Yeah, tell me about your thing.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
So, Ronnell, He wants
so
to
along,
rep it.
I gotta like, I can't really like say too much because I have an active court case going with something. Rich knows, but I can't talk. I'm not going to talk about it on the
right.
podcast. It's it's mostly nonsense. It's mostly nonsense, and things transpired, and I wound up spending about 30 hours in in a holding cell this week. I was arrested at around 11:30 in the morning on Thursday, and I didn't get arraigned until about 6:30 at night Friday. So I spent an entire that entire period of time in jail. It
Didn't I
sucked.
speak to you on Thursday? No, I didn't. I
No.
spoke to you on Tuesday.
You might have before 11:30 in the morning.
He told me when I finally talked to him, and he goes, as I was reading your text on Thursday, he's like, 3 cops showed up at my house. I was like, oh God.
Yeah, it was a thing. And yeah, so I spent like all day getting processed in prison. I had to go to one police precinct, like 30 minutes from my house, get booked. Then I had to go 25 minutes back to another precinct to spend the entire fucking night in this little holding cell and like sleep on a bench.
Were you by
And
yourself?
yeah, it was by myself the whole time, dude. It sucked. I hated it. It was fucking terrible. You know how I am? Like, I like nice things. I like taking showers. I like my bed. My back's fucked. I'm like, I got the sclerosis. I'm like, I can't be sleeping on fucking jail benches, dog.
Just say yes or no.
Yes, but not the reason. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
I'll tell.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Part of it. It's part of it. So yeah. So I had to spend. So they put me in like my private little jail cell at like 6:30 at night, and I didn't get out of it until like 8 o'clock the next morning. It was so terrible, dude. I had like my shirt over my eyes, trying to sleep. It was fucking horrendous. And then I went to the courthouse in Central Islip, and I was there in a holding cell with like 10 other people from like 10 in the morning until 6 o'clock at night, waiting to get arraigned. It was horrendous. Fucking terrible. I'm not built for jail. I'm not built for it. I don't like it. It's too dirty. Too dirty.
See that.
It's gross. It's gross. Disgusting.
Damn.
So, it's not ideal.
Yeah. So that was.
So you were never
ideal.
mixing it up with anybody? You were by yourself the whole time? You never had any conversations with anybody?
The second part of it, when I was in the jail, so when I was in the jail waiting to get arraigned, yeah, I was in. You wound up talking to people, and I met some. So it was on. It was honestly like it was an interesting experience because there's a lot of backstory to it. It was kind of nice. I spent like 12 hours alone in a jail cell, rage detoxing, right? And I did a lot of thinking about things, and like, you know, whatever. I had a lot of time to just fucking think, right? And the next day I'm in this holding cell with all these other people, and it's like the system is like the legal system is so fucked in this country, right? And it's just it's really this like perpetual system. It's just like people coming in and out, just like a rotating door. So, you know, like every now and then you'll get someone waiting to get arraigned who's like me, like a long story bullshit, but here I am, filled in a jail cell with like 20 other guys who like this is just their life.
Yeah.
You know, petty this.
Okay. Yeah.
Misdemeanor that, aggravated this. And it's just this constant fucking cycle. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, my life's not that bad, bro. There was a couple of people that were in there. They had some shit going on.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that shit going on. I got to go home. I was like, I'm going home tonight. And I'm gonna eat. I'm clapping cheeks and I'm eating food. And I'm taking a shower
voluntarily.
Voluntarily clapping cheeks, eating food, eating food, hitting the pendulum. As soon as I get in the car, like my life's not that bad. There was 2 guys, and I've been thinking about them actually. Sitting
here. for involuntary clapping cheeks.
Involuntary clapping cheeks, you know. But there was like 2 guys in there, and I honestly, I haven't really stopped thinking about them, right? And one guy, they picked this dude up, black guy, they pick him up in Coney Island for like, they accused him of hopping the turnstile, whatever. He probably did.
And he went to Islip? They picked him up in Islip?
Dog, They fucking run his shit. He had a failure to appear, some bullshit thing, like bullshit legal system. Book him in Brooklyn, bring him all the way to the court in Central Islip to arraign him, to say, oh, shame on you. You should have been there on this court date. Now you have to come back April 15th. See ya. This fucking guy felt so bad for him. If I had money in my pocket, I would have given this guy $50 to get back home. He's like, I'm getting home in fucking CI now. I got to get to Brooklyn. Guy was like, 5 o'clock at night.
Again.
Gotta have that. Well, he's talking about it. He's like, oh man, I gotta hop the train. And I'm like, dude, and it's just this system of fucking crime where it's like, charge him for one thing, now he's out, and he's probably got to commit some petty crime to get back to fucking Coney Island, dude. Coney Island, bro. That's fucked up, right?
That
is, it's super fucked up. Now, and this guy, you could tell this guy wasn't like some outstanding citizen. Like, yeah, you're a motherfucker. Like this is your life, but still, nonetheless, it's like, it's kind of fucked up, bro, right?
Yeah.
And then this other cat that I was in at the end, I was like, me and like 6 other guys who were the last to get arraigned. One of them, dude, was this 18-year-old kid who just got arrested for armed robbery. Him and his friend. 18 years old, bro. 18 years old.
What's that? Minimum what? 5 years? 4 years?
I don't know. Like they scare him with 30. This one kid thinks 30, and then like
Jesus.
Well, and then the other professional criminals who are in there, they're like, nah, you'll get like 3 to 5, talking about it like no big deal, right? But I literally saw this kid because his other boy got arraigned before him, and he comes out and they're talking, and they're like, oh, you get bail, and he's like, nah, it's $100,000 to get out. And I saw this kid, his face, like the whole all his childhood, whatever remaining bit of like innocence he had, dude, it just right out of his fucking face, bro.
That's really
and it was like, dude, it was fucked up, and I felt bad for him, man. It was like that look. He's like, no, you're not getting out. You are gonna get arraigned. You're gonna go to fucking Yaphank or Riverhead or whatever. Like, you're gonna be in here for a few months, Playboy. Like, you're not going anywhere, bro. Like, not going anywhere. And I felt bad. It's like, we're talking to this kid for like 2 hours, bro. And it's just like, no sense. Literally, I said to this kid, I was like, honestly, I looked at him, I was like, you're not a bad looking kid. You're in shape. You're tall. I'm like, he was really well spoken. He wasn't like a hood, anything. He's like a well spoken kid, right? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, robbing people with guns? I'm like, that's stupid, bro. I'm like, that's so dumb. I told him, I said, if you want to rob people, you should learn crypto scams or credit card scams or something. Literally, I was like, it's 2025. You're 18. I'm like, you could probably figure out technology. You shouldn't be robbing people with guns in New York of all places, bro. Like, and bro, just like, boom, watch that kid, like his life.
The last bit of childhood just
sucked from him, like for some bullshit. Like, just what were you robbing this guy? What were you getting, some drugs or something? Some bullshit, a couple of grand out of some house in Mastic? Like, for what, bro? 18. You're gonna do 3 to 5. You figure 3 to 5 minimum. You're gonna do 3 to 5. The fuck, dude? That sucks, man. And I've been thinking about that kid. I was like, man, that blows, bro. Dumb. Like, this mentality of people, not kids nowadays, just people been doing shit like that forever. But
Although conversely, the one time I've actually had a run-in with the law, I had to go to court, right? It's so stupid. It's so completely not even remotely a serious issue.
Move yourself to the middle.
I was 18. Huh?
Move yourself to the middle of your camera.
My bad.
Editing purposes, please.
Yeah, I got you. So right. So
you were 18?
I'm 18. I just turned 18, right? I'm riding my bike on the sidewalk. I've been living in New York at the time for like maybe 2-3, for a couple of years. But I remember in Jersey, I used to ride my bike on the sidewalk. Yeah. So, as a minor, whatever, I didn't know the rules or whatever. So I'm riding down to I'm on like Eastern Parkway or something. Cops pop the lights. Pull me over. Hey, you're not supposed to ride your bike on the sidewalk. You're getting a summons. And I was just like I'm terrified at this point because I'm a nerd. Like I don't do anything or whatever. So I don't know what any of that means or whatever, right? So I go back to church that Sunday. I talked to one of the cops and I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm going to jail. I'm El Chapo. I'm getting life. You know what I mean? Like as a kid, all that stupid shit running through your head, right?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, like. Now I'm about 5'10", 300 pounds. So I'm a bigger guy. But when I was 18, I'm like 5'7", 5'8". I'm like maybe 200 pounds, you know, like, and I've always had a baby face, so I look small.
You was looking sweet. They'd eat you up in jail, bro.
So here's the thing. So I go to the courthouse, right? And I'm sitting there, full suit. I look like freaking, like, you know, like I'm going to court for something. I'm wearing a full suit, and I'm sitting on the bench, like, you know, like how they have the benches, and then like they bring in like the actual criminals who do real crime and stuff like that, chained up and blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah, that was me sitting on a bench with my hands cupped behind my back. Yeah, waiting
There
to
you
get
go.
arraigned. That was
those
me.
guys.
Yeah,
right. So they call my name, and I go up, and it was the most condescending, disrespectful thing ever. The judge is looking at me like, "Oh, how old are you? Don't do that." And she's talking to me like I'm a freaking child. She's talking to me like I'm like 2-3 years old. You okay?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm yes, I'm okay. Yeah,
Sorry, it just looks super
I'm
weird.
listening.
But yeah, so I go up to the to the bench or whatever, and I'm talking to the judge. I'm like, "Hey, you know, I was riding my bike on the sidewalk. I'm sorry, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that or whatever." And the whole time, the judge is talking to me like somebody's grandma, and she's just like, "Oh, don't do that again, okay? That's illegal in New York." And it's now, mind you, like I said, I have like these hardened criminals sitting behind me, and I'm just sitting here looking like the Poindexter. So she was like, "All right, don't worry about it. I'm gonna throw it out. You're good, blah, 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 whatever." So I leave. I turn around, and every single one of the people sitting on that bench looked at me like they wanted to kill me.
Damn.
Like I had,
Sucks.
if I had a shred of street cred, it was gone in that moment. All of them, they were just all looking at me like just fuck this guy, bro. Like, fuck you, dude. And the thing is that I remember when I was in there, she's throwing the book at everybody. Oh, you hop the turnstile, $10,000 fine. You know what I mean? Like whatever, like the max that she could give. But then I go up there and she's like, "Oh, you little baby, don't do that again." I was just like,
That's nice though.
Yeah, it is nice.
I got spoken to like an idiot. They almost put an ankle monitor on me.
Jesus.
That would have been cool though. Imagine if I busted up and I had an ankle monitor on my leg right now. I'd be sick. Go to the gym with the ankle monitor. I'd be sick.
Jeez, Rich.
I just saw a video of a guy. He was in a water balloon and Nerf gun fight, and he had his pant sleeve pulled down, and he was like getting soaked. And in the middle of it, he had to pull his sleeve up, and he had like an orange cone, like with like a shopping bag wrapped around his ankle, to make sure the bag didn't rip, so he didn't get his ankle monitor wet. I was like, just stay home, bro. Just
I heard that the technology in those ankle monitors aren't great. Like they fuck up all the time.
I feel like people are stupid and try to outsmart it.
No.
I don't know. My cousin had one, and my cousin had one on for a while before he went to prison, and he couldn't even go in the pool with his.
So
no, like what I'm talking about is like
I know a guy.
They had it on the like he has like the base, like you know, like the whatever reads whatever. And it would disconnect all the time. And if it disconnects, it assumes that you're not near the ankle monitor, like near the base. So clearly that means you're not home. And like I heard people were like getting like caught like that.
There's a lot of fuckery though too. People are like trying to outsmart it. So I know a guy that had the alcohol ankle monitor, but basically like reading your levels and it basically like reads your sweat.
They do it like that, really?
And he was taking Saran wrap and wrapping his ankle around it and trying to stuff it with bologna to try and get around drinking. And he shorted out and broke like 3 of them and thought he was like outsmarting it. And the whole time they were building a case against him. He's in jail for a very long time for that. That's like a federal crime.
That's a big thing. Trying to
monitor, bro. He thought he was like selling drugs and stuff too during the whole thing. So he's like piece of shit.
Nice.
So like whatever. But like he thought he was like outsmarting. He's like, bro, I could do it. I do it all the time. He's like, I'm down to 3 of these things. He's like, my PO said the next one they're not even gonna put back on. And like, sure enough,
could you imagine
they were like building a case against him?
Could you imagine being so dumb that you're stuffing bologna in between your ankle and an ankle monitor and getting drunk, thinking you're like outsmarting the system?
How do you think that was going to work?
His nickname is Shut Up Dave because everyone just tells him to shut the fuck up all the time, bro. And he has the most annoying
shout
voice.
out, Shut Up Dave.
Jesus, bro, shut your fucking mouth.
Shut up.
He's from Florida. So
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That entire story makes sense now.
That actually, you should have started with.
Yeah,
You should have
right.
opened. You should have opened. You should have opened with that. Yeah, you should have opened with that right away because actually that explains. Florida explains the baloney thing. Yeah.
Florida man shorts out ankle monitor with baloney, gets 10 years.
Jeez.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Fools ankle monitor with baloney, stabs mother with a roll of pennies, does 10 years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
so interesting.
Yeah, so it's
interesting weekend.
Like everybody's doing well.
Everybody's doing well. Yeah. I got to go back to court. I got to go to court a lot in the next few weeks, but it'll sort itself out.
Yeah.
Everything will sort itself out.
Get a real motherfucker of a lawyer. That would be my advice.
Oh, I did.
Good. Perfect. What's new with you, Ronnell?
Nothing.
I wouldn't catch any charges or go on any bad dates. What do you got for us, Ronnell?
Nope. I got something for Ronnell. Theo, tell me if I'm an asshole. Okay.
Don't do that here. 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 Off camera. Off camera.
Do it.
He doesn't.
Do it.
That guy doesn't watch the pod, does he?
I gave him the link and I told him, hey, I would like for you to watch this.
He's never gonna do it. We got 50 other episodes. Do it. Let's hear it.
All right.
Don't do it.
Listen, you know what?
Then I don't want to hear it. If you're not gonna tell me, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it off camera.
I have a hypothetical for you. I have a hypothetical for you.
Oh my god.
Okay. You haven't asked me a hypothetical in a long time. Right. I missed the hypothetical.
This is going to be a very obvious hypothetical.
Let's say you stumble into a friend's live stream. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say that said friend had another friend, doing something with him on the live stream. And let's
gay things?
No, not gay things. Not gay things.
Okay.
And let's say that friend had a very unique voice likened to a character. And let's say you write in the chat of the stream, is that person that character? Is that an asshole thing to do?
No.
Because it's not like a bad character. It's not like, it's nothing like
unprompted. No. Theo, one, you don't know the character.
So you got to tell. I'm assuming
it was an insult. It was an obvious insult.
Was he sound like Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks or something?
No. And then when I said in the stream, "Hey, Rich, shut the fuck up," he doubles down and just starts laughing at the guy. I literally almost muted him.
What's the character? You got to tell me.
The strongest Jedi of all time.
Mace Windu?
No.
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Oh.
Yoda?
Yes.
He sounds like your friend talks like this.
Yeah, but also it's not just the sound.
The thing is, like, you know what it is? Theo, so you know what my point was? Like, I'm all for insults. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rich has come into my stream and talked shit about my friends before. Completely fine. But there are just certain people that are just totally nice people. Just don't do that to this one person.
Guy, but in context, he's teaching him how to play the game that they're playing. So,
side note, I have like 1,100 hours in that game, and I'm still learning shit. It's crazy.
Well, that's fine. But so, in context, his voice sounds like Yoda, and he's teaching him how to play the game, bro.
That's funny.
I'm not.
That's funny.
See, but the thing is,
your friend like mentally? Is he retarded?
No.
He's fine.
No.
Okay, it's not mean. It's not mean. It's not mean
either. I just called him Yoda. Arguably one of the most powerful Star Wars characters of all time.
My thing is unwarranted.
Yeah, bro.
He's another
I've known this guy for probably 10 to 15 years.
You will accept it.
You guys are assholes. Like I said, I've known this guy for like 10 years, and they just like if he made that joke against me or something, you know what I mean? Like,
it is not. Oh, rude! It is not, Ronnell.
You guys are
sensitive. You are.
See, that's the thing. I don't care. It's not me. You know what I mean? Like Rich says way worse things to me. It's fine. It's fine.
The vagina is wet on this one.
You're a dick.
Oh my God.
But yeah, my only point was the guy is not like a dickhead like me. You know what I mean? Like if you made that joke to me or any of my other buddies, it's fine.
You want my opinion? You don't want to get made fun of? Don't put your fucking face out on the internet.
No, his face isn't online.
His voice.
What? Don't put anything about you on the internet if you don't want it to get made fun of or commented on. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's not like
let me finish.
Hey Ron,
I feel like that makes sense. I feel like that's fine.
Who's this retard, Ronnell?
I feel like that is
like
fine.
gay Yoda.
Like that is fine for somebody like me, where I'm online and I'm active, right? But if I tell you, hey, chill, you have 8 million other people that you can make fun of.
6 other guys. There's 6 other guys that were going to join.
It's okay. No, it's completely fine. It's completely fine. Because to be very honest with you, Rich, I see the absolute train wrecks you bring home, and I'm going to absolutely ruin one of their feelings. I'm going to absolutely ruin one of them. I promise you that's going to happen.
Wait.
I promise you that's going to happen.
Let's roll that back a second. You see the what? The train wrecks? Are we talking about girls?
Rich does not bring women home. He pays for friendship with male. He does.
You know what?
Join me to adventure of strip club, will you, sir?
There's a journey you must come on.
We have a special journey we must go on, sir.
We had dollars roll up and throw at ugly girls.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm just telling you this
use
now.
your mind to send the dollar to the stage.
I'm just telling you now, Rich. I'm telling you,
sweetheart, it's 300 for the back room.
$25. VIP 25.
I will meet you. I've already paid you.
No rubber you shall use.
Oh my god.
So anyway,
anyway,
you're gonna ruin them. Like you're around people that I hang out with like that. I don't bring girls around.
That can be.
Yeah, bring your happy ass up to Milton. All right.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Bring him to Milton. Come to Milton.
Elevated Trap House. We did do a live episode anyway. At some point,
we should do a live
non-remote version.
Yeah.
Once Bando over here gets me the camera link that I've been asking for weeks.
The what?
No,
I'm gonna get a nice camera.
Rich, how about you ask your new boyfriend to find you the camera, huh? How about you do that?
You know, he never reached out to me after that wonderful night.
You gotta find some like dope heads up there to go steal you a DSLR from Target or from Walmart or something.
Ronnell needs to break it down for you because he's already corrected that statement multiple times.
What do you mean?
With me, there's not a DSLR.
No, it's not true. I corrected you once. I let you rock all the other times, but now that you're actually going to get one, now I corrected you.
Yes.
But he's getting a mirrorless camera, which is not a DSLR. DSLR is a different.
A mirrorless camera?
Mm-hmm. That's what I have.
So it's not like a camera. It's like a camera for this type of.
With my
no, so it is still a professional level camera.
Well, one at a time.
So
one at a time.
I can't remember. I think this one is a DSLR. But you see, typically how like this one is like really beefy,
like a camera,
a big camera, right?
Camera.
A mirrorless camera has more features than this, but it's usually a smaller form factor. So
because there's no mirror for the lens. I don't know how a camera operates.
So it has a lot less, not a lot less, but it has less moving parts then. Right. So the thing is that
it's like a digital camera without like traditional lenses.
Rich will say, "Oh, your DSLR." What he means to say is your professional level camera, because I don't have a DSLR. I have a mirrorless. So that's what I'm saying. I normally don't say anything because.
But you do have a DSLR.
But the camera that I'm using right now is a mirrorless camera.
But okay, yeah. So you just mirror. But what does it look like? A camera?
It looks like a camera. It's just that, like I said,
a GoPro.
Beefy.
No, it looks like a tire jack. What do you mean? Does it look like a camera?
No, I mean like a camera. Camera, does it look like a GoPro or like a digital?
No, it looks similar to this. It looks similar to this, but it's not as beefy. It's not as brolic as you know what I mean. It's more streamlined. It looks because it has less parts in it. And I'm being super.
It looks like the camera that the 21-year-old girl uses in Cancun.
Nice.
Yeah,
And does it have interchangeable lenses?
Yeah,
So
it
you
still
can
does
put
have
different
interchangeable
lenses out?
Yes, correct.
Oh, that's cool. And you can record video and take photos with it also if you wanted?
Yep.
What's the price range on those?
They tend to be a little bit more expensive.
Oh,
Not
really?
crazy much more, but maybe $100-$200 more for a good one, something good.
So like 2,500?
No, I wouldn't pay 2,500. I mean, I would
I don't
probably
know. What do they
pay
cost?
about between 700 and 1,000 without the lens or anything else. Just the body's usually
No,
about
all
700.
in. I got to make a fucking video. What is it to cost to get the thing in the lens? I got to go. Not like the piece. What is it? 1,200, 1,500?
Yeah, about 15, 16.
Oh, okay.
About
So that's
15, 16.
about what a DSLR would be.
Well, not
But then
anymore. Not
well,
anymore.
it'd be even more because the lenses, the bodies are not very expensive, but
No,
the
that's not
lenses.
true. That's not true.
What are you talking about?
A mirrorless lens.
I'm talking about
mirrorless body.
I'm talking about a DSLR.
Oh yeah. No, a
The
DSLR's
bodies
body is
aren't,
not as expensive anymore.
and
Correct.
the lenses, you spend crazy money on lenses. So that's the
but
thing.
that's across the board. That's for both of them.
Yeah, that's
DSLR or
that's the same
mirrorless.
thing.
A lens is going to be more expensive. Yes.
And who makes a mirror? Is it mirrorless camera or is it like a
So
Sony
Nikon
mirror?
makes, Sony makes. Like
interesting.
mine, this camera right here is a Sony.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I do have to find Rich's camera because he's not poor anymore, so he can afford a good camera.
Suitable computer upgrades now too, because this one is. I have to either repurpose it or sunset it. Because
get a new computer, bro. Just get a new computer. Get a new laptop.
I have to get that too.
Get a new computer. He doesn't want to buy a new computer.
Yeah.
I told him to buy a new computer to play his games on or whatever, and he's like, no, he's going to buy a PS5. Like, fucking loser. Hit the button. Tremendous loser. Go ahead, hit the button. Emotional damage. Well, yeah. So, I mean, I am very happy. I can't wait to see the quality of the camera that you get.
Yeah. I mean,
well, is it the same as yours?
Yeah.
So it's going to look the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But your video doesn't look great on the reels, though.
Whose?
Like Ronnell's. It doesn't look better, really.
Because Rich doesn't listen and was exporting the shitty quality version of
all
this
the newer
recording.
ones since I did that are better quality.
Now, yeah. So my camera looks better now.
It's the last 2 episodes. Those clips are better quality.
Yes, I know, 100%. But I'm saying that what Theo's talking about.
So I got to get a mirrorless camera. I got to get a mirrorless camera.
I mean, when you move yourself to using like a real setup and not your iPhone anymore, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. And how does that work? You could just stream it when you just hook the camera up to what?
Your laptop.
Computer.
Or computer.
You hook it up to your laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of technology. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I wind up doing this coin shop, take over, I'm gonna make. It's gonna be a lot of fucking space in there. I'm gonna set up like a proper
recording station.
I go crazy, but I'll make a nice area where I can go and set up a thing, and it'll be,
Yeah.
Not me.
Oh, by the way,
table.
Yeah, Rich, Theo, I'm freaking pissed, bro. I realized.
And then I'll actually need you to build me a website.
Okay. Yeah.
For real.
And I will actually do it this time. I know. I'm sorry. I got you.
All right. What were you to say?
The gold.
Oh yeah. Ronnell hit me up. Yeah, you hit me up the day before I got arrested. You hit me up Wednesday. Yeah, I was on my way into the city. He had a whole scheme. He thought he was going to get rich with scrapping motherboards. He asked ChatGPT how much gold is in like a computer, and ChatGPT wildly overestimated the amount of gold that's in a computer.
I'm going to be very honest.
What did ChatGPT say? What's the answer?
So it's not the full computer. It was just the processors, and so I was going to just buy the processors in bulk, right? So
just like 1/10 of a gram of gold in a processor. It's nothing. It's like
ChatGPT said it was like 2 gold bars or some stupid shit.
No, it said it was. It
was a couple grams. It said it was a couple grams.
It was a couple. It worked out to an amount that I was like, really? I'll go fucking try and hustle old computers right now, dude. Like, but it's not. It's not. It's minimal. It's
and
not a
Theo,
lot.
I mean, because obviously, I don't know any different. So I go to Theo and I'm like, you are in the business, dealing gold and coins and what have you. So I was like, hey, is this a thing? And then I was looking on video, watching these guys like chemically destroy these more boards to get the gold out, and
it's called chemical refining.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do
it's like it's sketchy. It's old. It's tight. It's like acids and I know a guy who does it like in the middle of the country. He does it for a hobby, and he refines gold filled watches. Like there's like gold plated and there's gold fill, but you need like an immense amount of gold filled watches to like refine all the gold out to get like a little bar of gold. You know, like $1,000 of gold.
Yeah.
But it's like the process is like, and this guy does it janky in his fucking garage, like wears a bullshit mask. He doesn't have like any ventilation or anything like that. Yeah, you got to stay. That stuff is very.
Die at 53.
He might, dude. They're very dangerous. You ever been into I've been into a refinery a couple of times, like with like proper metal, like precious metal refining, not like copper and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's the most dangerous place you could possibly walk around. Literally.
See, the thing
everything about it. So dangerous.
It's like when I was watching, first of all, ChatGPT said that for like X amount, I was supposed to, how much was it? Like $21,000 of gold or something like that? So I was like,
it was like crazy. Yeah, it was like a crazy amount, like 50 pounds or something like that. It was like
no. It was 50 pounds of raw material that you would refine down into whatever, right? Yeah. And then I'm seeing like these old dudes online, like, oh yeah, so you get this chemical and you pour it into this and you get that chemical, and Theo was like, you don't want any parts of that, and I was just like, and you're not getting that much money anyway.
Yeah, you're not getting. I mean, it adds up if you had like a steady flow,
right,
of computers. Like, you got to buy all the shit, right? Yeah. Obviously, which is probably a few $100 in like chemicals. You got to set your shit up. And if you had like a steady flow of parts and you just built it up and waited till you had literally a garbage pail full of fucking motherboards, and you just spend a weekend and you refine it down and you refine your gold and you just put it in a jar and you put it in your safe and you fucking forget about it. Because you know what? Before you know it, you got like a jar full of thousands of dollars in gold. You do that for a few years, you'd be surprised if you're like continually doing it.
Yeah.
Because it's not, a tenth of a gram. It's not a lot of money, but like, if you just kept picking up $5-6 bills on the ground all day, like
that adds up.
The shit it adds up really quick. So
when I first told Theo was like down. He was like, "Look, it's not the money that you think it's going to be, but there's some meat on the bone." And I was like, "All right."
Yeah, because what did they say they pay per pound for this stuff? They don't pay a lot.
Yeah. So that's the thing. That's what actually got me. Well, that's why I realized that there may be more to the story, and that's why when I hit you up was because
refiners are like scummy people too, and like
dude, every one of them that I called was like a dirtbag, and then it was like
grimy.
They kind of
they're grimy, and then like if you don't know, like the way they word things, they steal money on the back end with points. Like they base off of purity, and they wind up they say they're going to pay this, and then they wind up like shaving a few more points off. But it's different when you're like actually refining gold. That's how they buy motherboards and stuff by the pound. That's probably pretty much across the board.
Yeah. But like, no, like, especially like the last guy that I was speaking to, I'm telling you, he treated me like a crackhead. Like I thought, like,
well, they deal with a lot of crackheads. They deal with a lot of people like that. They do.
Fair enough.
Catalytic converters, fucking stealing old computer parts and cell phones and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it could be a fun hobby. Start refining motherboards. You should do it, Ronnell. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
If honestly, if I had a better ventilated place, because when I was looking at the like dangers of it, I was like, oh wow, like this is not.
Yeah, no,
you kind of freaked me out, Theo. You kind of freaked me out about it.
No, like you're not gonna like blow yourself up, but you need to wear like a proper respirator.
Like you don't want to inhale those fumes and all that.
And you really need to like this guy that we know, he does it in his garage and just like moves a fan around, but like he should even still have like a fucking like an proper filter. You really should. It's not, it's not. I wouldn't suggest, raw dog and that shit. I wouldn't throw a COVID mask on and start chemically refining gold.
Nah, I would get like a respirator kind of thing, like them Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have to, right?
Yeah, you absolutely 100% have to.
And like I see like some of these people like using chemicals and just pouring it freehand and shit. And it's like acids that burn your skin and burn motherboards. And it's like, why are you just dumping these?
Because you get used to it. You do it enough. It's just like it's second nature, and you just boop 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 boop. You just whatever. I mean, a little acid burn, whatever. You probably don't even feel it.
I guess.
But I like where your head's at, Ronnell. Keep up with the get rich quick.
Keep finding side quests and hustles. I like it.
Right.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. All right.
Well, so shall we end it? What time is it? 9:30?
Yeah.
Let's go. Call it a night.
Like, share, follow, subscribe. Check us out. Episode 9 in the books. And we will see you next time.